darkness. The sin of Cain has spawned the cursed horror that stalks the night in search of living blood. The kindred have long been a secret influence through all ages of human history, plotting against each other in a never-ending jihad. Their immortal progeny are among us to this day, hidden from the eyes of humanity by an elaborate masquerade.
Hello, we're playing Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. This was an old favourite of mine back in the day. So I thought to myself, why the hell not? So we'll do a playthrough of this. Start a new game.
My name is Christof Romuald. I am a man of God and a soldier in heaven's cause.
Nay, my lord. Sister Aneska.
Where am I?
In Prague, at the convent of the Knights of the Red Cross. Now hush. Thou hast suffered a grievous wound and must rest.
I must return to my... Oh!
My lord, peace, I beg thee. Thy brave captain left a letter before thy sword brethren continued on their crusade.
I thank thee for this news, my lady, and for thy care. Surely thou hast drawn me back from the jaws of death itself.
'Twas the Lord that saw fit to spare thy life. We humble sisters simply attended thee.
Oh, Sister Aneska is too modest. She ministered to thy shattered body day and night, long after all others had given up hope. She did indeed restore thy life. I am Archbishop Giza. Thou hast done great service for Christendom, young sir. Tonight I shall make prayers of thanksgiving that thou live, and may send more sinners to hell.
I offer thee all my gratitude for thy service. I am in thy debt.
The rosy life in thy cheek is payment enough.
So the sound levels are like super loud in my headphones. I've done what I can to kind of alter that in game. Hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. I was probably just yelling through all of that, but never mind. And I am still running on somewhat of a potato of a computer, so I've been away for a while, you see. Haven't really had a chance to upgrade things. But it's all in the pipeline. So here we go. A couple of mods installed, some reshaders and stuff. I am going to have to turn that volume down because it's deafening me. Apologies if this makes the game sound ridiculously quiet, but my ears require it.
Christof, thy wound.
Nay, 'tis nothing. A scratch.
A scratch. So yeah, after some talky, I'll do a bit of talky.
The walls of Prague once held all demons at bay, but the Schlachta have overtaken a silver mine to the east. With a haven so close to the city, they boldly walk the streets by night to kill, and worse than kill. Many have been dragged alive from their homes for some unspeakable purpose.
I will never let them take thee.
Oh, sir.
I will never let them take thee. So do I play the coward or do I play the hero? Of course I'm going to play the hero.
Tomorrow I shall venture into the silver mine and flush the vermin from their holes.
Thou must not. Thy wound is too great.
Nay, I am resolved. They will pay in
The man's
blood
resolved.
the fright they have given thee.
Oh, sir. Should they harm thee, my heart...
Come away, Inesca. Thou hast wasted enough of good Sir Christof's time with thy idle chatter. Christof, the Lord smiles upon thy wrath. I shall pray for thy victory.
I shall not fail.
Right, cool. So, yeah, Vampire the Masquerade's always been a huge thing for me. We used to play the pencil and paper role-playing game back in the day, and just a huge fan of the entire world, really, the World of Darkness. This game's also really good. I mean, it's not aged particularly well, but, you know. So, yeah, you basically start the game in Prague at the nunnery. Read a letter from our commander, Sir Cuthbert.
My good kinsman Christof, thy bravery carried the day in the Battle of the Moravian Hills. Thy sword brethren crushed the pagan barbarians and now chase their scattered hordes into eastern Hungary. Once the last of the heathens are routed, our garrison shall return to Prague, and thou mayst rejoin our ranks. Until then, the tender ministrations of the Holy Sisters shall revive thee, if it be God's will that thou outlive thy wound. Thy fellow sword brethren pray for thy swift recovery, for they cannot allow thee to ripe and rot in decadent luxury whilst they sacrifice themselves. Perhaps thou canst make thy sword arm useful to good Archbishop Giza until such time as we...
Archbishop Giza never fails to tickle me.
May the tidings of the Lord be upon thee, Sir Cuthbert.
Sir Cuthbert. Thank you, Sir Cuthbert. Right, we'll stash that letter in there because, well, we need the inventory space. So this is your vault thingy. Let's go have a word with the nuns. I love the fact that we can walk around, you know, armed as if we're about to do battle.
Oh, sir, I pray for thy safety on so perilous a journey.
Thank you. Inesca's blessing, health regeneration. Lovely.
The cheerful daylight world belies the horrors that prowl by night. How can the good people of Prague go about their business with such evil abroad in the land?
How indeed. Right, so we're off to the silver mines. Let's pick up a few things before we leave. Of course, there's barrels to destroy and stuff to loot. I think we can get a blessing off Archbishop Giza as well. Go in the cathedral.
God save and protect thee, his soldier, his wrath and vengeance.
That is a very shiny floor you have there. So we've got Inesca's blessing. What's that? Never noticed that before. Well, that might be something that's been added with the reshade and the texture mods and stuff. Anyway, besides the point. Trundle around Prague and have a word with some people. I think there's some more barrels back here. So looking for these sorts of things. Oh no, I was mistaken. So it's a typical point and click, hack and slash. Can't go to Viscerad Mountain yet. So you probably hear a lot of that.
Hail and well met, Crusader.
Hail and well met to thee, Knights of St. John.
'Tis good to hear the voice of a fellow Frenchman. We Knights of St. John are far from home, and I would we were back.
Do not sound very French to me.
Say not so. We should gladly go to the ends of the earth in service to our Lord. Good day to thee.
Fair dues. Barrels. Can't destroy those ones. Pub round here. Hello.
Hail, good Sir Knight, and welcome.
They do say you seek to cleanse the minds of evil. Oh, these demons have brought great suffering to the good people of Prague. Our craftsmen have no silver for their wares, and many proud families now beg for their bread. Please, accept all that my humble end can provide, and the blessings of the Lord be upon your quest.
Muchas gracias. I'll take that. Drunk guy passed out at a table. Lovely. So this didn't happen before. We started off with 1,000 gold for some reason. Again, probably a side effect of the mods and stuff. I'm not going to complain, but it does mean that we'll be able to afford some decent gear straight off the bat. So if we head this way and then to our left, we'll come upon the smithy. Some more barrels to destroy as well. Yeah. There's a hoss. Hello. Bloody hell. Sorry. Alright, that's lovely.
Ah, a smithy. Now I may replace my war-weary armor.
Yes, you may. Okay, that's all the barrels. Let's have a word with Yon Smithy.
Hail, good Sir Blacksmith. I am Christof of the Sword Brethren, and I seek to replace armor lost in battle.
Ho there, young crusader. I be Jiri Borajov, and the very boards of me humble shop are honored to be trodden by a sword brethren. And who will ye be slaying in your new armor?
Let's not be a dick to the smithy.
I seek to slay the demons in the silver mines to the east.
You look a bit sickly, Sir Christof.
Oh, right.
If ye do seek to spill the blood of the fiends in the mine, ye'll be needing special protection.
The protection of the Lord suffices. I need no more than that.
Ha! Tell that to your armor and sword. Nay, 'tis gypsy charms I be speaking of.
Aid from a gypsy?
Aid from a gypsy? Can such a thing be godly?
Why, did not King Saul seek out a wise woman and her familiar spirit in his time of need? Yea, that very King Saul, who had once banished all witches, sought a witch when he needed to learn of his future. She summoned the spirit of Samuel the prophet, and no mistake, 'tis in the Holy Bible.
Well, then it must be true then, mustn't it?
There is wisdom in thy words. I will go to this gypsy.
You must promise me that the gypsy will come to no harm by my telling.
Okay.
I promise.
Go ye to the Golden Lane, where you'll find an herbal shop run by the old gypsy woman Unorna. There ye shall find something to aid ye surely. God be with ye, young one.
And now buy something from my shop. It doesn't have much in the way of clothing and stuff. Don't really need any of this, to be fair. Pick up a better shield later on in the dungeon. Don't know if I pick up a skull cap. Don't need his broadsword. That might be helpful. I'm gonna go for that. It's a bit expensive, but
Good day to ye.
to be fair, so that should stop. Yeah, I don't know if it protects or makes me invulnerable to vampire bites, but that's fine for now. Over this side, we've got the university, which becomes a bit more important later on in the game. Oh no, wrong way. Yes, we've got the inn over there, the university here, which at the moment has nothing in it, but I will go in. Got some barrels behind us as well. So it's just an empty space right now. Ooh, it's a nice ambient rumbling in the background that I never really noticed before. It's very pleasant. Yeah, some books. Yada, yada, yada. And down there is important as well, but I don't think we can go there yet. Nope, that's fine. We don't need to anyway. Right, give me your barrels. What you got? Ooh. There's been a healing salve in every one of those. I think some settings have been tweaked to give me health items.
Take care outside the gates of the city, good Sir Knight. For all those that wander the highways alone after nightfall are seldom heard from again. Even the strongest of warriors have disappeared. The streets of Prague are no longer safe after dark, but beyond the city walls all hell walks the night. Hell that disgorges from yonder castle of Viscerod.
You just spat on my shoes, old man. He's gonna hobble off. Right, that's fine. You do that. Okay. Let's exit and go to the Bon Mountains and silver mines. That's the north. Oh, actually, no. We need to go and see the gypsy first, don't we? Or do we? I don't think we do, but the blacksmith told us to, so, and also we'll explore some more of the city. Judith Bridge. Ooh, look at that water. That's luxury graphics, that. Eesh. And that skybox. Gotta love it. So this leads over to the, is it the northern quarter? Oh, Golden Lane. And that leads to Petrin Hill Monastery. Perrin. I've been reading the Wheel of Time recently. Stuck in my head. Don't think there's much we can do here at the moment. No. I'll leave for now. Oh. He gave me a disease vaccine. We'll check our quest pane. Reclaim the Bond silver mines. Yep. No worries. Oh. Huh. What's the hotkey for that? It's inventory. Journal is usually quest log, isn't it? That's character. What is it? Oh, do you know what? It doesn't matter. Golden Lane. This is the gypsy shop. Gypsy?
The shop of a gypsy witch. Dare I enter such a place?
Don't know, that's the guy behind us. Dare I? Well, I'm in now. Oh, look, a cat. Meow.
Hello, young one.
Hello.
What is it you desire?
I desire only to bring the Lord's justice to the evil that has befallen this city. I would know of the devils that rule the night in Prague.
They are vampires. The undead. The blood drinkers. The fiends to hide their miserable carcasses away in mines and crypts under the earth. For the very rays of the sun to scald the flesh from their bones. It is quite a sight and a stench, the like of which you'll ne'er forget.
Then perhaps I shall show them the glory of the breaking dawn before dealing them their final mercy.
Weapons cannot kill the fiends, lest their heads be cleft from their undying bodies. You will need more than a buckler of faith to aid you.
I guess maybe if we don't talk to her beforehand, she doesn't sell us anything at all. Although you can come back to her later, so... Look at all these new things. Familiar bat. Familiar... Oh! We should have saved our money. Bought a cat. I didn't know you could buy a cat. This isn't in the vanilla game, as you can probably guess. We'll buy some of them, actually. We'll... No.
With God, young one. And be sure to be within the warmth of a hearth when the sun falls, for the foes you have seen are but a small part of the wickedness that walks the streets of Prague by night.
I shall send all such wickedness back to hell.
Yeah, the foes that I've seen, what, the 2 Schlachter that I've killed. So these are useful against vampires, obviously holy water. So we'll head off to silver mines. I've got a secondary monitor now and it keeps telling me that it's going to turn off because of the power settings. And I've changed the power settings. That's annoying. Right, anyway. Which way to the Bond Mountains? I think it might be this way. Where that old man was stood. Yes, it is. It's been a while since I played this game.
Where the mines, Crusader?
Alright.
If mere men could kill the Hellspawn, we Knights of St. John would have slain them long ago.
We lock these gates as the last rays of the sun die in the mountains. Pass within before dark, or wait without until dawn. I pray for thy safe return.
Yes, I'm sure your prayers will help me immensely. There is actually a stat in here called Faith. Some weapons have a Faith prerequisite. But I've never really used it. I've always gone for, like, brute force.
Still hold their ore. The diggers have fled this place in haste, and the fiends have not seen fit to continue such honest labor.
Nope. Miners they are not. Alright, here we go. So there's 3 levels to the mines, I believe.
The odor of freshly mined earth is laden with the foul stench of death.
Of course it is. I can't remember whether it's in these mines, or somewhere else, but if you look at the walls further on down, they look a bit bizarre.
What mystery lies mouldering here? This poor soul died without a wound, save a bit of blood at the throat.
So he did have a wound. Schlachter. Clear this level of enemies. Okay. I was gonna do that anyway. Yeah, things keep popping up like that. I guess that's an objective. And also my stats keep popping up around here somewhere as well. Not done it yet, but I'm sure they will. So let's clear these Schlachter around here. Nice. It's eating a horse. Seem to be doing very well. I'm not sure if I've changed some settings that have made the enemies less powerful and the power-ups and pickups more prolific. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember doing it.
Wild dogs? Nay, rats!
Oh no, it's fine. Getting good and diseased. So we are now diseased. We can use one of these things. Become less diseased. I'll take that. So we're only going... Well, we'll go up here first and then go back on ourselves. Thank you. Do love jibby chunks. Gibby chunks, jibby chunks, whatever. Yes, please. Nothing in there. Alright, cool. So I'm not going to use those. That's a lot of healing salves. Not going to use those holy waters on anything just yet. But definitely going to store them up for later use. So we want to be going up there. Make sure we loot everything first, because of course we will. What's the axe? It's 40 lethal. More accuracy, less speed. We'll use it for a bit. Yeah, not too bad. Righty then, off we go. I wish that'd go away. Don't need to be reminded that I'm trying to clear the enemies. Come on. Draw those to us. And then deal with this one. Oof, nice. Oh. Here they come. Beautiful. Oh. So yeah, I was thinking to myself a couple of weeks ago, what do I want to play? I knew I wanted to do another series. Really enjoyed the Fallout series. So I thought to myself, what are the games from my, say, youth? It's probably in my teens when I first played this game. What other games can I do that I really enjoy? This one was one of the first ones that sprung to mind. I was hooked the first time I played it, and continued to enjoy it well into my 30s. Right, we're diseased again. We don't have any more vaccines, however. I think it does go away after a while, but it's just annoying. Does it affect my stats? It doesn't seem to have any other effect than it just depletes my health. Oh. Well, that's a buckler. But we'll get a better shield in a minute. Oh, what's that? An onyx band. I'll take that, thank you. And some more rats. Quickly dispatched. I may at some point also do a playthrough of Bloodlines, and then perhaps Bloodlines 2. But as I mentioned, my PC, as it stands, probably wouldn't be up to that task, so some upgrading needs to be done in the very near future. It's embarrassing that I still see some, you know, some problems, even with games like this. I mean, the gameplay itself is fine from what I can see right now, but it doesn't look the best when you play back the recording for some reason, so obviously something needs to be done. There's the shield.
I reclaim this treasure from the clutches of evil and reconsecrate it to a godly purpose.
Ooh, it's a blessed shield. Right, so that is obviously changed as well, because in the vanilla game that's just a basic shield. But that works for me. Nicer looking thing as well. So we've got plenty of those holy waters, which we're going to need. And we need to be off up here. Oh yeah, that's what I meant about the walls. They look like faces. Creepy. Oh. That sounds like another poor sod dying. Come to me. Bring your pretty face to my axe. Yeah, that disease hasn't gone away. Or maybe the rats attacking me have just kept it topped up. Nice, some more holy water. Cool. So that takes us back up to level 1. Storming through. There's a disease vaccine. Let's use that. So as you can see, we've got a rat there. Now, we obviously can't do anything with the rat at the moment. But all will become clear later in the game. Ooh. See you down. See you down. Right, we're running out of inventory space, so let's rearrange some of this. That'll have to do for now. We've got space to, yeah, got 2 more spaces, so we'll grab that holy water. I've already got a rusty axe. Don't need a quarterstaff. Because that's a 2-handed weapon, and I need my other hand free for my shield. Pull that lever, and that water should drain away. And go kill that war ghoul. God, that drains slowly. Come on. Right, charge. Should be nice and protected with our blessed shield. Get rid of these. You see the name of the enemy goes more red the more dead it gets. So that's that down. Anything else to loot? Not that we've got any space to loot anything. Mind you, we can probably drop that. Ooh. It's worth more than the rusty axe, so I'm going to keep it for its sell value. Imagine the buckler's probably worth a bit as well. And I can carry that. We'll take that. And then we've still got a few spaces left for odds and sods. We want to pick up anything? Some more Schlachter. Bag of gold. Oh, some more coins. Although it's described as cash. Probably because of what happens later in the game. Or has cash always been cash? Was it cash back in the day? I don't know. History lesson. Was cash always referred to as cash? Level 2 disease. That's not good. Right, so that is the way down. That's annoying. Any disease vaccines up here? Right, a couple of stakes. They're another thing that I've never really used in any of my playthroughs either. Got another healing elixir up here. Disease vaccine? Ooh, fine rapier. Tell you what we'll do. Drop a couple of these. Oh, it's not going to make any difference. Or is it? Drop that. Actually, both Moro daggers, aren't they? Drop that. Drop you. Can't use you anyway. We can have the rapier as well. Don't need stakes. And that'll do fine. Do 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 do. Off to kill some vampires. Or just taking out rats at the moment. Cool. Oh god, we are taking a lot of damage. Let's use one of these. Please let there be a disease vaccine in one of these barrels. Hey, just what the doctor ordered. We don't have any clothes on at the moment, so even though they are just rags, they will do. What is it? Oh, they don't actually do anything. I'm pretty sure in the vanilla game they did. They conferred some defensive bonus, but... Hang on, did I just see something? Up there. Or was I clicking on something? No. Might have just been me clicking. Never mind. Right. Chest. What we got? Another buckler. Can't carry it anyway. A couple of healing salves. Ointments. Will do. Right. So this is the part where we need the holy water. Are they assigned to the F keys? Probably are. What else we got? Nothing up here. So this is where we're going, down there. Fancy looking, isn't it?
Blasphemy! Let the builders of this
mockery of a holy cathedral show their wicked faces. Out, blaspheming wretch! Taste the steel of righteousness!
I am Alzra, the Unliving, and I bid thee welcome to my domain. Although I have found thee an inhospitable and ungrateful guest.
God strike
I always found it quite helpful to have subtitles on when I was talking to Azra. You can kind of not really make out what she's saying.
All the earth is all dominion. With every passing day our numbers swell. We shatter all defenses and corrupt all holy places. So we shall rule all of Prague, and everyone, mortal and canine alike, will tremble at our coming.
Hellspawn, the purity of the holy places protects them from thy evil.
Purity can be sullied, and holiness can be defiled. The Methuselah of Viseral shall awaken soon. He shall defile all that is pure, and leave corruption his wake. In defilement lies his strength. Purity is sweet meat to him, as thy rich blood is sweet wine to me.
Die, thou damned beast. God hath spat thee out of heaven in ancient times, and now I scourge thee from the earth. Die, and burn far from the sight of God.
Go on, Christof. Yes, they are mapped to the F keys. Oh, she spawns Schlachter now. Right, well I've got this, so no. After slapping her down with some holy damage, sword should take care of the rest. Ooh. Oh, what I'll need to do is keep an eye on the old health. Oh! Ha! Yeah, that was stupid. Whoops. I'll keep an eye on my health. Dies instantly. Right, let's do that a little bit more effectively this time. Yes, yes, yes. Right. Oh, you've summoned a big one. Right, here we go. Summoned another one. Ow. Right, we need to get those into my... There we go. We just use one and then it'll just use as many of those as we've got. Don't need to fill up my belt toolbar, they'll just replenish from my inventory. Ooh, ouch. Might have been worth buying some more of those holy waters, but we should be okay. We lost an Ezka's blessing as well. I don't know when that happened. Oh, we've run out of them. This is proving to be quite a difficult fight. She's getting there now. There we go.
Foul misery. I offer thee no last rites. The sweet redemption of our Lord is forbidden to the likes of thee. Thou hast no home now but the eternal torments of hell.
Cool. So we get to level up. Goes basically on experience the same way as it would in the RPG. Let's bring strength up. We want stamina up as well. Dex can stay as it is. Blah blah blah. I don't really know what to go for. Increase perception. These really play more of a part when you've actually got further into the game. Increase wits a bit more. That'll do us. Enemies will respawn here. Oh, that's good to know. Right, you should have dropped something nice for us to pick up. An exquisite dagger. And now that we've used up all of our potiony things, we can carry that.
Amulet of St. Jude. 'Tis an omen. If I redeem so holy a relic from this ungodly tomb, surely this saint shall grant me his favor.
Ah, yes, but as we all know, what's St. Jude the patron saint of? Trivia quiz for you. Right, that's the silver mines liberated? Is that the right word? Possibly. De-infested. Rescued from the clutches of evil. Is that telling me to attack the Knight of St. John?
Who comes there? Ah, the Crusader ends his day in retreat.
Screw you.
For another rest in the nunnery?
All of Prague may rest. I have claimed the head of the Demon Queen.
Praise be to Christof, champion of Prague.
In we go. So let's head back to... Well, we can go into the inn first. Grab ourselves...
Behold, 'tis the Crusader, the demon slayer who purifies the minds. Raise your cups in his honor. To Christof.
Hurrah! Word spreads quick. Thanks, I'll take that. Head over to the blacksmith. Wrong way. I'm sure it is telling me I can attack them. Yeah, it's turning into a sword icon. Oh, I mean, I could, I suppose. I don't really want to. Right. Let's sell this gear over here.
The bells of Prague do ring out your victory, Christof. The whole city prizes your handiwork.
And I prize thine.
Yes, thank you. So sell those rags. Sell that. And that and that. Sell that. They're worth more than the bloody swords. Could have kept them. We'll sell that as well because we don't really need that. So we've got 400 gold. Buy a skull cap and some padded clothing and some leather gloves. We should have done that from the beginning. Never mind. Ooh, fancy. What do we need? Sorry, gloves. Gloves.
Good day to you.
Lovely, thank you. Oh dear lord, that looks ridiculous. Okay. And then we shall head back to the monastery. Not monastery. What's the word I'm looking for? Nunnery. Or the cathedral. Hiya.
I am newly returned from the silver mines. The evil therein is no more.
The splendor of the Lord rains down upon thee, Christof. I give thee this wrought silver cross for thy labors.
I would hear all thou knowest of vampire lore, that I might fight them more wisely.
They are evil. That is all thou need knowest. I do not corrupt my soul with knowledge beyond that.
I thank thee.
Thank thee? Thank thee for what? Did he give me the cross? Yeah. So I can wear that to increase my faith. I'll do that for now. Hello.
Hurrah! Hurrah for Christof! The mines are safe again. All hail the crusading hero of Prague.
Prague.
Hurrah!
We thank thee for restoring the mines. We finally have new silver to craft and sell. God bless thee, Sir Christof.
My heart warms to see the good people rejoice.
That helmet looks so stupid.
I fear that evil endures in Prague.
Oh dear. Well, I'm wearing it because of the damage stuff, but bloody hell, it looks so stupid. Right, we'll go and have a quick word with Unona. Some stuff to sell to her. And then we'll go and see Inezka. I think Unona's got some stuff that she can tell us about vampires as well. So basically what Azra was saying was the Methuselah Viscerod's going to awaken. You don't know who that is at this point. And that the Tsanitsi will rule Prague. And you're scratching your bumpkin head going, I don't know what that means.
I bid ye welcome and sing your praises for the slaying of Azra the Unliving.
Without thy lore, I could not have slain her. So I thank thee for thy
Not
wise
entirely
counsel.
true.
But Azra said many things that did shake my soul. I would have benefit of thy lore.
Ask thy questions.
I will. Know thou of the Tsanitsi?
Know thou of the Tzimitzi?
Of the 13 great vampire clans, the fiends of Clan Tzimitzi be the most vicious. They come from the dark Carpathian mountains, where ancient evil slumbers. They seek to rule mortals as cattle, and abduct us from the streets at night. They cruelly craft the flesh to fashion monsters, which they call Shlakta. To extend their rule into daylight, they do corrupt mortals with wealth and power and their own demonic blood. When the mortal servants do drink the blood of their masters, they become ghouls that live forever, so long as they drink each day their daily blood. In the oldest ghoul lineages, like the royal Premisil family, children are born as revenants, mortals born with vampiric blood coursing in their veins.
Know thou of the Methuselah Viscerod?
Methuselahs are among the most ancient and powerful of all vampires. Alas, I know nothing of the Methuselah of Viscerad, save that Viscerad Castle is the foul heart of the evil Tzimitzi vampire clan. But don't you be going there, young one. Even an army of thy sword brethren could not dislodge such evil.
Evil.
What means she by Cainite?
So every mother's child knows of vampires. Very few know they are descended from Cain and raised by the first woman created by God.
Do not blaspheme so about Adam and Eve.
Ha! Not Adam Adam and Eve. Adam and Lilith. Lilith was Adam's first wife, and a spirited woman was she. Now, Adam wanted Lilith to serve under him, and Lilith spurned such bumpkin courtship, leaving him for the company of angels and devils. So, God did fashion Eve, who was meek and mild, but their children...
Adam wanted a stay-at-home wife.
When Cain slew his brother Abel, God cursed Cain, saying that the food that grew of the earth would no longer sustain him. Only blood. Like the blood he spilled from Abe would slake his thirst. Lilith found the outcast Cain and taught him to harness the powers of heaven and hell. God made Cain the first vampire, and Cain made all the rest by preying on the descendants of Seth, Adam's third son. And so, all vampires are called Cainites, but only by those who know more than the church tells.
I cannot pay heed to such strange notions.
You will heed me, if you would hurt them.
Thank you.
What lore hast thou of these demons?
The vampires do prey on mortals, but they do save their real hatred for other vampires. The 13 great vampire clans are forever at war. Clan against clan, elder against childer in a fearsome jihad. They do shake the world to its foundations with their hate, and twist up the destiny of mortals into their dark tapestry.
Cheers.
I thank thee.
I always like the idea that immortals kind of had a hand in the mortal world. It's a much more fun idea than it's just government. The idea of some really like omnipotent power controlling things from behind the scenes. It's quite an attractive fiction. Or is it a fiction? Right, so that's all I need from her. So we know a little bit more about vampires now, if we didn't already. She's fan-dabby-dozy. I can't get over how stupid he looks. Are you laughing at my helmet? So, head back to the nunnery. How much money have we got? 500. It's not too bad. Nope. And speak to Anezka.
Good
Hiya.
morrow, milady.
Good morrow, my lord. We give thanks that the minds are restored to godly condition, and we rejoice to see thee in health after such danger.
Yet there is danger in health, for I must forego thy tender ministrations.
My lord,
Yet now I suffer a new affliction, for which thou hast the only cure.
I shall serve thee in any way I can, my lord.
I have retrieved a sacred relic, milady.
Oh, you bottled it.
St. Jude.
You were going to say something really romantic and poignant, and you bottled it.
I take no gifts. The Lord's work is favor enough.
It is the dearest of all I have, and thou art the dearest of all I have not. Please, keep this for my sake.
And my silly hat. Right, what can we put in there? Nothing, because we need it all. What else can we say?
Oh, sir, I pray that the light of the Lord fill thy body with strength and vigor.
Thank you. Oh, we got another blessing. Oh.
Good day, Archbishop Giza.
Explain thy intentions toward good sister Ineska. I command thee to speak only truth before God.
I find her the fairest of all God's creatures, and bemoan the cruel fate that hath placed her beyond my reach.
Caesar.
In another time and place, we might have found happiness together as man and wife.
Such thoughts are evil. Thy concupiscence damns thy soul and dooms Aneska. I command thee, purge such lusts from thy heart, if not for thy sake, then for hers. Do not tempt her away from her holy orders, thou wicked, selfish boy. She is out of thy star, and is not for the likes of thee. Her place is with me, with us, here in the convent. And thy place is out in the wilderness, striking the fear of God into the hearts of the heathen. If thou art strong enough to entertain such lusts, thou art strong enough to return to thy regiment.
Alas, they are too far away.
Well, the streets of Prague are still host to unclean demons. Perhaps thou shouldst destroy these abominations to expend some of thy hot blood.
I must protest. My place is here. The demon queen confessed they sought to defile holy places. 'Tis my duty to protect these hallowed grounds when next they attack.
Thy archbishop shall dictate thy duty. Hunt them in the streets.
I obey. I shall protect the streets in front of the cathedral and convent as well.
I obey, but I shall protect the streets in front of the cathedral and convent as well.
I shall be watching thee, thou immoral lad.
Thou immoral lad. Ouch. Sun's gone down. Right, time for the silly hat patrol. Got some coins, some rusty dagger. Oh yeah, we need to fight some Schlachter in the streets. And then I think we fight some Premisal ghouls as well. I think the Premisals were like a royal family in Prague. I don't know if that's historically accurate, but in the game it is. I love the fact that, I mean, I'm assuming these guys are supposed to be night watchmen, but are doing absolutely nothing to help. There's nothing over the bridge at the moment, so I'm not going to... Mind you, having said that, there has been a little bit of... a little bit in the way of additions after I installed these mods, so maybe there might be something over there. But I doubt it this time of night. So we'll continue our hunt through the streets. Can't go to the northern quarter. Or the Jewish quarter, as it is. Oops. I think there's another Schlachter. Nope, just barrels. Take that, and I'll take that. Yoink. Right, let's head back. It's a nice clock. Going the wrong way. Anything from the inn? Nope. And I think as we come round this corner, yes, there they are.
Oh, 'tis the little warrior. I bet you're soft and tender inside your ten bridges.
I'll eat your gizzard while it's still attached to your quivering body. This is thy payment for bringing final death to Azra the Unliving.
Your teeth are atrocious. Die, you fiends.
Alarms from within the convent. Aneska, I will protect thee. The Archbishop be damned.
Flee, peasants.
Christof, thou hast brought evil into this holy place. This taint follows thy soiled soul.
My taint follows your soiled soul? What?
Burns. The she-cow's vile purity burns like unto the sun.
Back to the abyss, hellspawn. Thou art anathema in the eyes of God. Die and be damned.
Away with thee! We forbid thee to defile this holy place.
Yes, we do. Consider yourselves forbidden. Take that, and I will... Actually, I'll use that as well. What does it do? Oh, extra damage. Nice.
It appears that I am once again in thy debt, brave sir, for coming to us in our time of need.
As I am in thy debt, for saving my life with thy tender care, and for thy uncommon valor in standing with me against the forces of hell.
I pray, my lord, that thou art always near to deliver us from this evil.
Milady,
Wow.
I pledge
That
my
inflection
honor
was
to thy
so
cause,
subtle.
for as
So
long as I
subtle.
draw breath and beyond.
Then I have faith in the safety of our humble convent.
His skill is great,
That helmet.
and he fights with the strength of a demon.
His courage has opened the minds again. Think how the gift of Cain would enhance the might of such a man.
Aye, he has done great service to the Promethean cause by dispatching Azra without our involvement. But this decision must be made with surpassing care.
With so many of us missing, we need his sword in the coming tumult. The other clans are surely considering him for the embrace by now.
No doubt. But hast thou forgotten the power the Church wields over the minds of these mortals, Cosmos? His faith is the strength behind his steel. Stripped of his faith, would he be of any use to us, I wonder?
He has been cut from the herd by his wound. He's been separated from the heart of his sword brethren by many miles. Like any stray, he is more malleable. He may bend rather than break.
Thou art wise, Cosmos. How well thou knowest the hearts of men of war. Yet, I am not convinced.
The Premises are enraged at his continuing interference in their plans. I have learned that they have now placed a rich bounty upon his head. He'll not outlive the next moon.
Get thee to the prince, and tell him that this night, Ekaterina the Wise awakens another into darkness.
Thy will is done.
And Cosmos, should this Christof falter or fail, he must fall.
Milady Aneska, I must speak with thee.
There's a sword on the floor.
Lest thou rouse the convent with thy clamor.
I have wandered the city for hours, yet each turn of the streets did lead me back here.
My lord, 'tis dusk. Thou shouldst not be out of doors. Fiends shall soon be legion.
I would fight all fiends of hell to stand at thy door.
And how may our holy order assist his lordship this eve?
Milady, thou must hear me. I sought to tell thee once before, but fear took my voice.
What power could daunt the man who hath faced demons from hell?
The face of an angel from heaven.
Oh, my lord,
Thou hast struck me a wound that heals not. My life's blood pours out before me, and I cannot stanch it. I do love thee, fair Aneska. I do love thee with a passion I have never known.
My lord, I must protest. Such love is an affront to heaven.
If thou deny me, I am undone.
I cannot deny thee. I too am afflicted with a wound.
Irresistible charm you've got, Christof. Oh.
My soul fell when first I beheld thee, and now my heart is cleft in twain. My love of God and my love of thee have torn me to ribbons, for I must betray one to keep faith with the other.
Thus my sins do pour out before me, for I have spilt my wickedness upon thy innocent bosom.
Nay, 'tis my wanton desire.
Well,
that
I mean,
snared thy virtuous heart. I was a fool to confess my heart to thee. Gladly would I imperil mine own soul, but never thine.
Then truly we are lost. Our souls are beyond all hope of redemption.
My lord, look thou at the locket thou didst give me. 'Tis the locket of St. Jude, the patron saint of lost causes.
Thus fate makes a bitter mockery of our plight.
Say not so. Where the saints tread, hope follows. Mayhap St. Jude shall bring us hope past all hope. I pray we find a way.
I pray so too. Thy hopeful words have filled my heart with courage, and I can leave satisfied. Farewell, fair Aniska.
Nay, the streets are not safe at night. Thou must stay here in the convent till the sun shines again.
May God have mercy upon my soul, for the devil has just placed into my heart the most impure of notions.
No, the devil didn't place it there, Christof. You just haven't had any in a long time.
Strange an eternity of heaven's bliss for one night by thy side.
Yep.
Know thee that thou art not alone in such desires.
Then truly I am damned.
Yeah, a little bit.
I am condemned for my lust, but I must not drag thee into the abyss with me. I must flee this holy place and return no more.
My lord, come back.
Run away, Christof, before your righteous horniness takes over.
Hold fast.
Release me! I command thee!
Thou struggles nobly. I love such passion. A lesser man could not even speak in my grasp.
What art thou? A demon sent from hell?
I am here to save thee, Christof. To deliver thee from thy mortal shackles.
By the power of the Lord Eternal, I banish thee from my presence.
Poor child. Thy faith died long ago. Amidst a dread battle, thou came to know thy true nature. Thou art a killer of men, no matter how thou dost try to justify thy deeds. Thou kills not when compelled by God, but when ordered by men.
Oh, that was a bit of a emotional bitch slap.
The mother of thy rebirth.
I know thy ways, demon, and I have lore enough to kill thee.
Nay, thou art helpless in my hands as a naked babe.
Nay! Oh, nay!
Oh dear, Christof.
Water. Aniska, water, I beg of thee. I thirst. I starve.
I am Ekaterina the Wise, Ekaterina the Promethean. Ekaterina, the leader of the Bruja clan. We are the children of Cain, and now thou art one of us.
God have mercy on my soul. I am damned.
Steady now, whelp. Thou lackst the strength to fight, and I would slice thee in twain without hesitation.
Thou must feed, my child, before the hunger overtakes thee and drives thee mad.
Take off the silly hat first.
Am I now a miserable demon? Stealing
That bookshelf
blood
needs fixing.
damned and cursed to hell? Is this all that remains of noble Christof?
Nay, my child. There is far more to thee than ever before. Thou art Bruja now. We Bruja are the philosophers of Cain's lineage. Where other clans treasured gold and trinkets, we sought pure wisdom. We strove to unravel the thorny knots that bind the very gates of heaven. Are we damned? Nay, we are exalted. In fabled Carthage, we lived in concordance with all mortals. Together we sought the secrets of Eden, that the children of Cain and the children of Seth would be raised up. But the hated Ventru grew jealous of our power. The patrician clan betrayed us, and tried to destroy us. We survived, but fabled Carthage did not. Despite this great loss, we Prometheans continue our search for harmony with all mortals.
We are the most noble of our breed, Christof. We seek only the fulfillment of the dream that was Carthage. But we need thy help to achieve this goal. A war lies ahead. A terrible battle that calls for warriors like us.
Wars among devils do not concern me.
We will cause thee to think otherwise, whelp.
Enough, Cosmos! The Bruja blood needs time to cool. Come, let us leave our young one to think upon his situation. But know this, Christof, thou would have been killed or embraced by our enemies on this night. We have given thee life eternal, and awakened thee to the true face of thy world. I do not expect gratitude, but our clan requires loyalty or death.
The wearing of very silly hats.
Even my heart has ceased to beat. My very soul has been stripped from me. There is nothing left for salvation or damnation.
Thou needs must pledge fealty to thy new mistress.
Oh look, there's Wilhelm hiding in the background. I do not agree to serve thee.
I do not agree to serve thee. I reject thee and shun thy evil works. I take my leave of thee.
Insolent whelp, I forbid it! Tempt not my wrath.
The man he was can do little else, Ekaterina.
The vampire he is must do otherwise, Cosmos.
He will learn, should he survive his own folly.
Thou speakest sagely, Cosmos. Very well, Christof. I shall not strike thee down for this one act of disobedience. And if thou leavest now, I shall not move to stop thee. But neither shall I lift my hand to save thee from reaping the fruits of such disobedience.
Then farewell, fair cruelty. I take my leave of thy damnable house and my own damnable unlife. For only in death can I find solace for the loss of my soul.
Such a death would not end thy accursed existence, but curse it even further. Shouldst thou ever meet a wraith, thou would understand that thy present torment is paradise compared to the anguish of those in the Shadowlands. Thou dost owe me a great debt for saving thee from a far greater damnation. And for that debt of life, I desire that thou heed the word of thy mistress Ekaterina, at least until thou hast sense enough to come in out of the sun. Do that, and guard my back on an important mission, and I will consider our account settled. Now, let us return to Ekaterina.
Well, I was all set for walking out of the door, but
Christof,
You
Thou
talked
must
me round.
understand that our enemies are legion, and none more vile than Clan Zamitzi, which infests Prague like a plague. The fiends seek thy death in payment for the slaying of Azra and her Schlachta servitors. If thou art to survive, thou must quickly master the powers of thy blood. Thou must pay heed to all our laws, or thou wilt become a gibbering monster like the Zamitzi. Our first law.
Mistress Ekaterina, I crave thy indulgence. Christof is a man of action. His learning shall be the greater on the field of battle than the parlors of the Prometheans. Let me take him on my mission to Garanal's Haven, where he may learn our ways firsthand. I could use a stout broadsword protecting my back.
Christof is not yet ready.
Verily, he is as ready as he shall ever be.
I would have thy counsel, Cosmos.
Christof is no bourgeois philosopher. His hot blood cools too much when he has no mission and curdles. Send him forth. If he survives, he will have mastered our ways.
Very well. Christof, go thou with Wilhelm Stryker. Trust what he says if thou wouldst outlive the night. Go, my swordsman, and strike deep into the lair of our dear ally, Garanal the Cappadocian.
Time to cut thy teeth, fledgling.
Ooh. Right. Well, we will leave it there for now. Next time we'll go to Garanal's Haven with Wilhelm. What has he got? He's got a halberd and a bow and arrow. Take one of those scrolls. You can have a couple of them. So all of these things now being mortal things don't have any effect. The faith thing, I guess you can wear that for now. Doesn't really matter, but... Oh no, you can't wear it. That's the other thing as well. Anything with faith is human only, I guess. So yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll leave it there and pick it up next time. Thank you very much for watching the first episode of this Vampire the Masquerade Redemption playthrough, and I will see you next time.